Hey guys, I'm Azuranel, and I'm accompanied by TJP7154.
How's it going?
This video will be the first in a series of tutorials covering the game Eternal Daughter. It was released in 2002 by John Perry and Derek Yu. Derek Yu might be a name you know with games like Aquaria and Spelunky. Uh, the category of these videos is going to be 100%. Uh, this video is of my world record at the time of this recording, which is 39:20. Uh, and I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. Uh, Timing starts as soon as uh, new game is selected. So let's go ahead and start. So right off the bat, we skip some text by pressing escape and go into a backdash to get some speed. And then we stop right here so I can show you the position that you need to be in to kill this guy with rapid fire as quickly as possible, or what I found anyway, to be as quickly as possible. And as soon as his death animation plays, we'll press escape and run out of the room to the right.
Yeah, you
And
have to be pretty specific with those positioning, or you don't kill him as quickly because of the way it repeats.
yeah, many enemies in this game can be hit more than times with your shots. It doesn't really work on this boss, but uh, the positioning is as good as it gets to run out of the room as quickly as possible, I find, and kill him as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and start again. And you can see I press escape. You didn't even see a text box come up. So now we start doing some charge backdashes, which are the fastest way to go through here. And we go through that wall as fast as possible by alternating jump and attack. So right there, I stopped the video, and what I did was I did a charge backdash and I jumped as late as possible off that walkway. And now I'm holding jump while I am in the air to get as much distance and make sure I make it over this wall that you'll see in just a second. And so we're going to resume again. And when you hit that mushroom, just hold right and do another charge dash. And just keep doing charge dashes to get to this area as quickly as possible. We picked up the knife right there, which is the first sub weapon. So here's the frog boss. I'm going to stop it in just a second. Let's say when. Right there. So this is the position you want to be in before releasing your charge shots and rapid fire. Uh, this is the first enemy that we encounter where positioning perfectly will kill him much faster than positioning somewhere else, just based off your charge shots hitting him multiple times each one, and you're shooting so fast anyway that he dies almost instantly, which you're about to see. So we're going to resume right now, and see, it took like 2 seconds, maybe, if even. So we go left right there to progress the story and to escape the text. And right there, I'll go ahead and stop it. And what I did was jump against that wall right there and then fall down into the mushroom while holding jump to make sure that when I hit that power score right there, which increases my damage, I don't fall back down. I stay up here. And that saves maybe a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and go again. And I'm gonna stop it here. We do another backdash and try and bounce off this mushroom and attack the crow right there, or raven. I guess it'd be a raven. And
Just a bird.
sure, a bird makes sense. And this might take some practice to get down correctly. It took me a while to get, even though it's a pretty simple trick. Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and go. And you'll see I fall into this stump right here. And then before falling onto that heart, I jump up and hit my head against the thing and hold jump to make sure I get back the first time after hitting the mushroom at the bottom. The enemies here are kind of RNG. If you hit them, um, just try and get through it if you can, or reset if you are going to die. It's only a minute in. So we
You see,
enter.
he doesn't. I'm
Hmm?
sorry.
Go,
Yeah,
go ahead. Go.
I was just gonna say that you see, he doesn't save there, but you should save there the first time you're trying to
Yeah.
speedrun of
So
this.
at 132, I'm going to stop it. We just entered the mines here, and the purpose for coming down here is to get the double jump, which throughout the next like 10 minutes or so is what we found to be the fastest route. It saves a great deal of time. So right here, the reason I stopped right here is you want to stop moving here after doing a dash off that ledge we just went off of to lose our forward momentum, or else we're going to hit an enemy probably when we jump up here, because there's a skeleton up here that we want to skip, because killing these guys right now takes a while. So you'll see I lose my momentum, and then I run into the wall after coming to a stop to build up my normal velocity, and then I go up there and skip him by turning around, getting as close to him as possible and turning around, and then jumping as late as possible. If you don't run far enough after turning around, you won't have enough momentum to make the jump, and you'll fall back down to where I am right now. And then you'll have to kill a skeleton, most likely.
Yeah, killing those skeletons is a bit tricky because you have to be at the right distance, not too close, not too far away.
Yeah. And it takes a while, like I said. So we're going to go ahead and go again. And you can see I got the skip. And you also want to kill these bats as much as possible for their drops. You can see I got a green orb, if you paid attention, which is mana, which is used to shoot the sub-weapons. So you want to save right there if you can. I don't, because I don't need to, but it's definitely a good habit when you're first starting out this game.
Yeah, the mines is a pretty brutal section when you first try to learn it.
Yeah. These first 3 or 4 minutes are definitely where most of my resets are, because even I have trouble with it. So this skeleton right here, we skip it, and for some reason this second skeleton won't attack you when you skip the first one. If you kill the first one, he'll attack you. We want to make sure that we get enough speed here to jump over that third skeleton in that area. And then we just jump over everything. And you stop down there where it just was, where the golem is now, to make sure we get over him. And I kind of messed up there. I should have jumped further. Anyway, since I'm going to stop right here for a second. If you have damage right now, you're probably on like 1 heart, which is pretty dangerous for this area. So you just fall onto this heart piece right here, which gives you 4 hearts for a big one. This is a big heart, which will put me at maximum health right now. And then you just, since we just got the double jump, we jump back up, and then we keep going. And you'll see that I jump over a skeleton, which isn't too difficult to do. I hardly ever mess it up.
Yeah, the skeletons, most everything takes down 3 of your lives. So it's like 2 hits and you're done.
Yeah. So we're going again. You can see I skip everything. I keep doing charged backdashes. And you'll see that I keep trying to kill these bats while I'm climbing. You see that I got a big mana right there, big mana orb, which gives me 5 mana instead of the 1 that the small ones give. And again, skipping as many things as possible. If this heavy gunner is not right there, if he's more to the left, you can skip him just by doing a backdash and then jumping over him. It's kind of hard to do, so I would recommend either practicing it or not bothering until you get good at the game. So now we have to skip these golems here, which is just going to take a lot of practice. There's a timing to it, and you need to have a specific speed when you're doing it, and you can't jump too high or else you'll hit the bats. I would recommend going back to the left right there and saving. So we're just going to keep doing some more backdashes and avoiding the enemies. These mushrooms won't hurt you as long as you don't jump on them. And then we just do a dash off that ledge and a jump in the air to get to that heart. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it right there. So we skip this text box that's on my screen right now by pressing escape. And then what we're going to do is jump on this NPC's head he's a good guy, basically. He doesn't hurt us. And when we're on his head, we're going to hold right and spam jump. And then he's going to fly upwards off the screen, and he's going to carry us out of bounds. And then once that happens, we're just going to run to the left into an area that we aren't supposed to get into until way later in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and resume now. You can see I spam jump right there, and now I'm about to fall into that area. And this gives us the familiar, which is used to get mana and health orbs. And we're going to go ahead and stop it there.
Yeah, normally the familiar, it will eat fruit and it'll grow and eventually become big enough. And you'll have to do a fight and then you'll be able to fly with it. But since we get it early, we're not going to take the time to actually make it grow. So all we're going to use it is just to collect the items that are in the walls.
Yeah. So that should cover the first segment of these tutorials. Hope it was helpful, and thanks for watching, and best of luck to you.